How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
皆様こんにちは。つねチャンネルのつねちゃんです。2ヶ月ぶりぐらいですかね。ザ・カウンセル。こちらのエピソード2が、先ほど配信されました。今日は5月のもう日付が変わって16日なんですけれども、というわけで、早速やっていきたいと思います。ちょっと操作法2ヶ月ぶりなので覚えてるかなっていうところなんですけれども、前回モーティマー卿がなかなか出てこないっていう感じで2日ぐらいですかね、島で過ごして、でその日の朝ですね、ルイが起きて、部屋をベッドを出て部屋に行こうとしたらモーティマー卿がそこにいらっしゃったというところでエピソード1が終了していました。でエピソード2なんですけれども、これからどうなるかっていうところですね。それでは早速クエスト、スタートしていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. However, there may be some new developments, but I don't know if they are linked to your mother. We have found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. I'm afraid she was brutally murdered, stabbed several times.
殺されたってことですね。いくつも刺し傷が、刺されて、亡くなっていたようですね。そうですね。で時系列的には昨日の夜、呼び止められていたっていうことですね。ちょっと誰がやったのか、多分知らないと思いますけど、ちょっと聞いてみましょうか。
Who could have done it?
That is precisely what I would like you to help us determine, Louis. Duchess Hillsborough informed us that she accompanied you at the beginning of the evening. You apparently bumped into Miss Adams, who wanted to speak to you. We are told you turned her away, and she went away on her own.
That's correct.
Do you know what she wanted to see you about, by any chance?
何の用で話そうとしたのかっていうことだったんですけれども、確かになんかちょっとだけ焦ってたような感じがしますね。混乱してたってなってますけれども。
She seemed upset about something. I thought she was under the influence of alcohol, but we didn't really speak.
Pity. The poor child was probably trying to find help.
I thought it could wait until tomorrow.
Apparently not. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed.
I understand. What do you intend to do?
I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why is that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
彼女の部屋に、エリザベスの部屋に行って、その現場を見てきてほしいっていうことで、かなり信頼を置いていただいたようですね。犯人の目星はついているのかっていうのと、詳しい状況を知ってるかどうかっていうことですね。
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi, so I think you can remove them from the list of suspects. Monsieur Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They were tired and went up to bed.
なるほど。グレゴリーたちは一緒にモティマー卿といたようですね。あとピアッチですね。あとボナパルトと、ワシントンは、深夜過ぎに寝たっていう感じですかね。
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
ということで、アダムスちゃん、誰かに殺されてしまって、今は亡くなっているようですけれども、ちょっとお話を聞いてみましょうか。みんな知ってるのかな？どうなんでしょうね。
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis. But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
そうですね。確かに前回の、エピソードでパートはいくつかちょっと忘れてしまいましたけど、 結構な暴力を振るってたみたいですからね。なんか落ちてますね。あ、鍵ですね。どれ？この辺り拾いましたよね。これか。
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
これはもらえないのかな。あとモーティマー卿がみんなに知らせて、それぞれ容疑者の部屋を、調べるような手配をしてくれたみたいですね。
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
おー、なるほど。と言ってもわかりませんね。これはどういう、なるほど。なんかの単語を作るのか。ファースト、セカンド。あ、違う。あ、違う。違いますね。東西南北かと思ったんですけど、あとは何だろう。イースト、ウエスト、レフトライトとかも違いますもんね。ABCD とかじゃないですもんね。さすがに違うか。4つが L か。何通りあるんだろう。4×4×4×4 ですね。16×4。48×4。何通り相当ありますね、これ。ひゃー。なんかヒントがないとちょっとやってらんないですね。ちょっとこれはまた後で見ましょうか。
I'll keep it for later.
それか、なんかこの辺にヒントないですかね。モーティマー卿が知ってるとかそんなことはなさそうですけれども。ちょっともう一回話しかけてみましょう。あ、なんか置いてある。
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have any more information.
じゃあちょっととりあえず、現場に行ってみましょう。アダムスのお部屋ですね。 あ、そっか、モーティマー卿の部屋は確か3階ですもんね。ひとまずなんかアイテムがないかどうかだけ全体をざっと見てから、アダムスの部屋に行ってみますか。お客さんの部屋はまた後でちょっと調べておきましょう。アイテムなさそうかな。
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, nothing special.
ちょっと怪しいですね。
Lord Mortimer must have informed you of the necessity for everyone to remain in their rooms until further notice.
Certainly, but I'm a guest, not a prisoner. I was looking for a servant, since we don't all, unfortunately, have one at our disposal.
Yeah, right.
I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
ちょっとだけ怒らせてしまいましたね。まずいことをしたのかな。これは違うか。階段ね。アイテムなさそうですね。じゃあちょっとエリザベスの部屋へ行きましょう。どこにありましたっけ？確かこの隣ですもんね。今のところかな。ここですね。わお、これはちょっとひどい。びっくりした。
Has Sir finished with his room?
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
ちょっととりあえずこっち調べましょうか。まあでも普通のナイフですね。これを使って何度も殺したんですね。刺したんですね。
The blade is short and thin, well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh. The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
なるほど。
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
でもエミリーとは一緒にいましたもんね。あ、でも断っちゃったからいないのかな。
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
15ってインチですかね。15センチってことはないですもんね。あ、でもフットだからフィートですね。あ、フィートってことはねえか。インチですね、やっぱり。1フィート確か30センチもありますもんね。1インチ、センチ。38センチ？でかくないですか？それとも違う単位なのかな。ヤードとかマイルってもっとでかいですもんね。センチメートル、メートル、キロメートル、ミリメートル、マイクロメートル、ナノメートル、マイル、ヤード、フィート、インチ、乖離。ちょっと足でかいですね。
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor. Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what?
ああ、なるほど。まだロック解除してないのでできなかったですね。
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations. She bled from the nose. There are signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising. There are signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising. a strange smell. Her breath smells of alcohol and of laudanum. People use it to relieve pain. I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death. Wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
Some
of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
今皮膚を継ぎはぎしてって言いましたっけ？すげえ。
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body. The blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something. Let's see. No trace of sexual assault or rape. Knocked over bottle of wine. What kind of plonk is that? Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
匂いを嗅いだだけで酔っちゃったんすかね、今のは。
Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Point が全然足りないっすね。
Pentagram? What the hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, The pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil. Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
この辺の手紙って以前読んだやつですかね、もしかしたら。
Pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently. A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there.
血がついてるのか。
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
この辺は多分読んだんで、とするとこっちの手紙も読みましたもんね。あ、時間。
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
午前3時54分ですか ?4 時だっけに多分ちょうど争って、時計が重力に従って落ちて壊れて止まったっていうことですね。
Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
あー、くそ。あー、なるほど。
Color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
あー、お母さんがやってきた。この銃ってあれですよね、鳩場のところで銃のケースが見つけましたけれども、それがそうなのかな、この銃なんでしょうか。わかりませんね。ちょっとじゃあこれは何もないか、やっぱり。
Has Sir finished with this room?
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Just じゃあ一人一人の部屋へちょっと行ってみますか。ワシントンの部屋ですね。ちょっと話を聞いてみましょうか。
Greetings, Lee.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
States. How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
He?
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines. Do you know if she had any enemies, Mr. President?
Not that I know of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Perry, but that case was closed, if I'm not mistaken. But if in doubt, I wouldn't leave any door unopened, and I'd go and question your fellow countrymen.
Don't worry, countryman or not, I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks. Do you know why she came to the island?
To get help, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right?
Indeed. Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her. It would appear that she wasn't invited to the conference.
That doesn't surprise me. The poor girl was in no way concerned by our business, and she had no political clout.
So, I don't understand why Sir Gregory invited her during the conference of his good friend Lord Mortimer. He must have realized that he wouldn't have much time to grant her. Preparing a conference does not seem an easy task. On the evening of our arrival, Lord Mortimer didn't even welcome us, what with his being so busy and all.
Yes, you're right, Louis. I didn't think of that. It is indeed rather surprising. The easiest thing to do is simply ask him, you know.
Of course. Mr. President, we found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured. It looks like the print of a big ankle boot. A large size, I'd say.
Perfect. That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
手紙がありますね。ちょっと読んでみますか。
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
ああ、なるほど。ちょっと置いておきますか。
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
あ、本ですね。どれかな？これか。これですね。 かもう一個ありますね。あ
ー Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
あ、なるほど。これは確かもう5個ありますもんね。そんなにいらなかった。あー、くそ。
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
歯に来ました、ロイヤルゼリー。とりあえず長くなってしまったので、今回はこの辺りで終了していきたいと思います。また次回、皆様と一緒にカウンセル、謎を解いていきましょう。それではここまでご視聴ありがとうございました。また次回お耳にかかりましょう。バイバイ。